What's happening YouTube? We are back. And we are back with my cheap auction bought first generation Porsche Cayenne. Now in the last video we got this car serviced and I mentioned that this car's got to go, and sadly it has. And I say sadly because I actually quite like it, but we can't keep them all. I've got an idea for a series that I want to try and do, and this is the first one. It's got to go to make room for that series, sadly. So today's video we are going to get the car cleaned up inside and out, machine polished, and it's going to look like it's just rolled off the factory. Oh, that's the plan. And once I've got there, we'll check it out and take some pictures of it. Now usually if you followed me for a while, when I clean a car and get it prepped for sale, I normally start from the inside and work my way out, normally engine bay, inside of the car, then the exterior of the car. However, today we're going to be doing it the other way around, and there is good reason for that. And that good reason is, although it's not really showing up on camera, we need to get these headlights polished. Now this one isn't too bad, but this one is quite yellow around the top. I'm not going to be going at alpha leather and sanding these down and repolishing them. I've simply got some chemical guys, Headlight Restoration, and all we're going to do is use this and do a couple of passes on both headlights, and that'll be it done. Right, all I'm going to do quickly is just spray on some quick detail spray and just buff it play. And the reason for that is then we just get all the debris off before, and like I said, we're not going alpha leather, just going to use some Headlight Restoration. A couple of dabs on here. One, oh, that, plenty. I'll call that done. That is 100 times better than what it was before. This one's not as bad, but we'll give it a quick pass. Hopefully we see good results on this one as well. I'm going to call that a success. I'm not sure how well it comes across on camera. I'll find out in editing, but I'll call that a success. 1,000,000 times better. Like I said, I'm not going alpha leather and sanding these down and back. I don't think they need it. I think they look pucker. Now, as you can see, windscreen, it has just started to rain. Typical, isn't it? Come out to wash the car and it rains. Typical British weather. Right, let's jump to the interior then. First job, we need to replace this part of the rear bench. You can see there's a rip here, and where someone's been using the Isofix, the leather is quite badly damaged. I picked this replacement up on eBay for just 20 quid. So I'm going to whip that one out and whip this one in. Should be relatively straightforward. I will call that a success. It's not perfect, but it is second hand, and it's 1,000,000 times better than the one that had the marks here and that had the rip in it. Once that's got some leather cleaner on it and been polished like the rest of the seats, it'll look 100 times better. For now, off camera, I'm going to put all these bits of trim back together. Right, so that seat's in, the old one's here, that can go in the bin. We're not going to keep that. I've just took as much rubbish out of the car as I can because there's a fair bit in, because I have been using it kind of as a dumping ground really, which I know is wrong, but hey oh. I'll start on the boot and work my way forward on the inside of the car. So we're going to river all this out, clean under all there. Look, still got our original Porsche first aid kit. So clean up, clean under, hoover out all in here, take the rest of the rubbish out, hoover out in the front, empty the door pockets, clean all the centre console and the dash. Once I've done that, I'm going to go around and scrub all the leather and recondition all the leather. Also, we'll clean all the glass while we're in there. This is just going to be a bit of a time lapse now. That's coming moving forward. I'll show you the results and I'll show you step by step of where we're up to. Let's start by cleaning the boot. These videos are hard to keep interesting, but here we go. Inside's done, and it looks alright if you ask me. You can see, nice and hoovered. Seats have been hoovered, cleaned and reconditioned with some leather cleaner. Same on the other side. Dashboards all nice and shiny, as you can see. Clocks and steering wheel all done. Centre console nice and clean. It does look a million times better in here. And the back, as you can see, has also all been done. So let's get the outside of this car cleaned. Now I'm going to do it my usual way. I'm going to move the, I'm going to do under the bonnet and then the outside of the car. But because I am going to be machine polishing this car, I'm going to move it from here and put it across the bottom of my drive, and my holes on my extension lead should reach for me to get around the car and get it nice and clean. So let's fire it up and get it shifted. The heart of the beast. Right, as I always do then, I'm going to start by getting this engine bay nice and clean. Now what I am going to do is I'm actually going to take the engine cover off and I'm going to clean this on the floor off the car. The reason being, because if you look here, there's a lot of electrical connectors and I don't want to flood that little divot there on top of the engine. So this will get done on the floor next to the car. So as you can see, that's the engine bay done. There's a bit of steam coming here because the exhaust manifolds are down here, so they've got a bit of water on them, but it's nothing to worry about. Underneath the bonnet's done, but I'm most impressed with this. Look at this engine cover. This was, well, I thought it was grey, but it's clearly silver. Looks a million times better. So what I'm going to do is drop the bonnet, leave the engine running. As you can hear, it's sweet as a nut. Leave the engine running, that'll help dry all the engine bay out while we tackle the rest of the outside of the car. Here we go then, time to tackle the wheels next. This is one of my weapons of choice. I'm going to get this thing, give it a good shake, and then we're going to give these wheels a good scrub. That's the first wheels done. Looks a million times better. I'm not going to show you me doing all the wheels because that'd be a waste of time. You've seen the process. I'll crack on with the others and I'll catch up with you on the next stage. So as you can see then, engine bay is pretty dry and it looks 100 times better. Sparkly engine cover. My weapon of choice for this then, Auto Glim engine and machine cleaner. Wheels are also clean on both sides. You saw my weapon of choice for that. They could do with a refurb, I'll be honest. However, this is not a £10,000 Porsche Cayenne. There's not that much money in it left for me. So if the new owner, the next owner wants to get that done, then fair play. What I will say is the important thing's done. It's got 4 matching tyres with around 7mm of tread left. So the wheels might not look the best, but the rubber's perfect. Finishing my coffee that I made earlier, then we'll move on to a full rinse down and snow foam, and that's everybody's favourite, innit? Snow foam is everybody's favourite part of cleaning a car. So let's get the coffee down me first because I'm flagging on energy, and then let's get it rinsed off and snow foamed up. Right, so inside done, outside, engine bay done, outside 90% done. We've got the hard bit left to do. We've got the machine polish, but let me show you what it's come up like. There we go. That's what it's currently looking at. I think it looks a million times better. We've got new number plates for the front and rear as well. But I think that looks a million times better than what it did when we started. But it still needs a machine polish. And I haven't got enough time left today to polish the car effectively. So what I'm going to do is tidy up, put everything away, put the car on the drive, and in a couple of days I'm going to come back and get the car machine polished because there's a storm coming. It's meant to rain tomorrow. But I think even without a polish, have a look at this reflection. I think it looks alright. There's the current reflection in the paintwork. So once it's had a polish as well, it will look a million times better. But as I said, that's not going to be me today. I'm going to clean my stuff away and I'll catch you when I come back to polish the car. Right, so it's a few days later from when the last caught up with you. The car's been sat on the drive for a couple of days, and if I'm honest, it does look really well. You can see, although it's not had polish, it does look really well. However, we're still going to get the buffer out and give the car a full machine polish and layer some wax on it just to get it that little bit more ready and a little bit better than those of the rest of the cars that are on the market today. So yeah, that's the... I'm going to miss this one. I will miss this Porsche when it's gone. I didn't miss the TT, nor the Evoque, or the A1, but something tells me I'm going to miss this, the big old beast. But anyway, let's cut to the buffer. In fact, I'll show you what I'm using. So this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the Chemical Guys C4 clear cut correction compound, and then I'm going to put some butter wax over the top of it to get some shine. So this will take any scratches or swirl marks out of the paint and this will give us that nice beading effect and get the car nice and shiny. Speaking of nice and shiny then, let's get to it. Side one done with the cutting compound. Let's take a look. So this is the passenger side of the car. Cutting compound, no wax applied. As you can see, the reflections in the paint speak for themselves. So I'm going to crack on. I'm going to like work my way over. So passenger side, roof, bonnet, driver side, then do the two bumpers last. Then once I've done that, butter wax the whole car, that'll be the last stage, bar tyre shine, and then we need to get out, take some pictures. This has got to go. Let's get this new series on the go. Let's get rid of this car. Car is fully machine polished, as you've just seen. I think it looks a million times better. It's by no means perfect, but this is a 19-year-old car that's done over 100,000 miles, and I think that paintwork looks pretty good for them reasons. I'm going to put some butter wax on now. I'll leave that off camera, get it on. The next time you'll see me, we'll take this out, take some nice pictures of it, and get the advert in and get it up for sale. So, the last thing I'm using is this stuff. This is Chemical Guys butter wet wax deep wet shine. This will add a layer of protection because it's wax, and it'll also add a layer of shine to the car. Not that it needs it, because as you've just seen the results. I'll get some more shots of it when it's parked up where I take the photos. For now, I'll get this on and I'll catch up with you tomorrow, which will be about 30, less than 30, which will be seconds for you. Cut to the next scene where we're taking this car for a drive. So here we go then. Now if you followed me for a while, you'll know this is where we come to take pictures of the car when they go for sale. And that's what we're going to do with this. It's time to put the Cayenne up for sale. I've kept it too long, I know, but I have enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed running around in this 19-year-old Porsche Cayenne, but it's time to go. We've got to move on to the next one. I've got a plan for a future series that I'm going to launch, and this will be the first car. I'm going to talk about that in the next video, but let's get some pictures together, some cinematics. Let's get this car advertised. There will be a link in the description below to the eBay ad for this car. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.